The White House releasing a year-end review that says we're making headway, some headway against the Taliban and al-Qaeda. But the Pentagon warning those gains remain fragile and reversible as well. Virginia Congressman Rob Wittman is a Republican on the Armed Services Committee. He was actually in Afghanistan a few weeks ago. And Congressman, you say that you've seen progress, and progress has been hard to define for so many that we've talked to about this war. What does progress look like?
Well, progress looks like areas that are safer now than they had been before, and it's really due to the great work of our men and women in uniform and our civilians over there. They're doing a fantastic job. And the success that we've seen in weakening the Taliban, we really owe that to them. That is where we are right now. We see areas before that were inhabited by the Taliban that are now safe. We walked around a village in Garmshire without worry about the Taliban being there, and we walked through the bazaar there where people were doing business. So in my trip there in April to the time in November, I've seen significant progress in a weakening of the Taliban in more areas that are now safe for the population to come out to do business and to be able to live safely. You
know, there still is a price for this war, though, and we're reminded of that really on a weekly basis. And we showed this picture to our viewers yesterday, but it's the faces of 6 soldiers that just died just a few days ago. None of them are older than the age of 25, some of them 10 years old when this war started. And the question that our viewers have, and I'm sure the families of these soldiers are asking, especially this Christmas, is it worth it? Is this war worth the cost that we're paying?
Well, I believe that it is. You have to believe that we must maintain the safety of this nation by pursuing terrorism wherever it exists. And we know Afghanistan was a breeding ground for al-Qaeda and the terrorism that sprouted from al-Qaeda. Making sure that we pursue those terrorists around the world, making sure that they are ineffective, unable to perpetrate harm against the United States, has to be worth the cost. And my heart goes out to those families who have given so much, who have given their loved ones, but they have to be assured that this nation must make that sacrifice in order to keep ourselves safe.
What kind of message do you think is coming from D.C. with the fact that we do not have our defense authorization bill passed yet? We do not have the military funding yet for next year. What kind of message do you think that's sending the troops?
Well, I think we need to get that done. I don't think it sends a good message to the troops. They have to be confident that we are making the commitment to support them, giving them the resources that they need to be successful there. So this has to get done. You know, there are many things in the National Defense Authorization Act that have to happen in order for all of our branches of the military to function properly. That's why it is critical we get this done in the coming days.
Can we do it alone, sir? There's been so much made of our relationship with Pakistan and how essential that is. Do we need that relationship, or can we actually win alone?
No, we have to have Pakistan's cooperation, their help. I was just in Pakistan in April. They're meeting with the leaders, impressing upon them how important it is that they cooperate with the United States and that they themselves pursue the Taliban into the areas of Pakistan, whether it's in the Northwest tribal regions, in the federally administered tribal areas. They have to be active in pursuing the Taliban. We can't be successful in that region if they aren't cooperative partners with us. So they have to do their job to help us defeat the Taliban.
Congressman, you're going back to Afghanistan? Do you have a trip planned for the future, for the new year?
I hope to get there right after the first of the year, yes. I love to go back, and it's great to sit down and talk with our men and women in uniform, especially the ones out there in the front line. I mean, they're the ones that are doing such a great job, and you really understand what it takes when you talk to them, and you understand the high level of morale they have and the focus they have on accomplishing this mission. It really lifts you up when you go there to visit with them.
Well, speaking to you makes us feel a little closer to them, and we appreciate your perspective, sir, and we look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thank you, Jenna.
When we come back, tensions are mounting between the U.S. and Iran. Why one